Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
so welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So if you are new here, every Thursday we do a segment here known as
Tile of the Week. Thursday.
But this is the last one for the year. We are going to be taking a couple of weeks off and we will be returning in January, but more about that in a minute. Because some of you newbies will be like, well, hang on, what even is Tile of the Week Thursday? Well, let me tell you. In July 2022, I got this book. It was on my Amazon wishlist. It was gifted to me in Happy Mail. I was very excited and very, very happy at the time. And I made a verbal pledge on this channel, not realising what I was doing. 100 crochet tiles edited by Sarah Callard, and I went, I'm going to make all 100 tiles, one a week till it's done. Took me a few days to realise that's going to take the best part of 2 years, because yeah, July 2022, not July 2023. So we have been doing this for well over a year now, and in true Manfa fashion, I've forgotten what tile it is. I think it's 71, but it'll be in the title of the video because I am not counting that many on the list, okay? Just know. I believe it's tile 71 because I think I was a bit funny about leaving it on an odd number. So that makes sense to me. But it is in the title anyway. So, 71 tiles in, guys, which means at some point in 2024, this endeavour, this mission of all missions will finally come to an end. Now, Mike magnanimously agreed to do this with me in support of me and the channel. And over the 71 tiles, this has been one of your guys' favourite segments because more often than not, Mike and I come on camera and basically bitch about how much we hate these tiles. And that is entertainment, right? But on a more supportive and positive note, we have had many of our Yarny friends within this Yarny community jump on board. Some of them have come and gone, some of them have stuck around, some of them started from the beginning and are still with us. Other people started partway through and have joined us on since then. And if you want to know who those lovelies are, in the top of your YouTube search bar, type in hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday and anybody who has used that hashtag will pop up. And trust me, there are probably months worth of videos for you to watch, because if we do still have those that started from the very beginning, that is 71 videos each, varying from like 15 minutes to sometimes half an hour or more. So that is a lot of viewing pleasure for you folks to look at if you're struggling for something to watch. Now, I will, of course, put Mike and I's playlist down in the description box. So if you want to go back and see some of the previous ones, please feel free. The watch hours are always going to help. But if you've only stumbled across it today, please come back and join us when we return in 2024 to complete the mission once and for all. And Mike and I have been at the point for a while now where we just want it to be done. Especially at the moment, because we are in a section of Tapestry Crochet and we don't like it. It's hard. Well, it's not hard, it's just, for me,
laborious.
Yeah, it is real hard work and it is super frustrating because of all the tanglage. The tangling of the yarns. And the fact that I could
never get it to be a square.
It's just...
It's more like a
circle.
circle.
It's painful. It's painful. Now, I can give you a sneaky peek of this week's because it is actually on the front cover. You can't see all of it, but it's this one here. There are a few pictured that we have already done on the back as well. See, we can cope with the little itty-bitties like this one. This was one of our favourites because I think it was only about 5 rounds and it was just easy basic crochet. But, yeah, so, little bit of a side note. If you get this book ever, either get it spiral bound or get the ebook version on Kindle or something similar, because the book just falls apart, guys. The pages, it's not a very well made book. That's the first point. The second point is we will probably no longer own this once it's done. We are doing this once and once only. Also, the book does have the written pattern instructions and it does have graphs and charts. So depending on if you're fluent in both or only one, you have both options. It is not just one designer, it is many different designers, some of which are brilliant in their instructions and some of those which they should never have passed being able to be printed because there were so many mistakes. Hattie Risdale. Katie Moore. But I am glad we've done it and we're doing it, but I will be even more glad when it is over. But we've gone wild on colours again. So anyway, let's give some details. Tile 71, what is it called? It is called Deep Space. And it's by Catherine Nerona. She asked for 4 colours, which we both chose. She asked for lightweight 3 yarn, which we both chose. She asked for a 3.5mm hook. No, I used a 4mm dots.
And I used the 4mm clover.
Yep. So slight difference on the hook size, but this is the closest Mike and I have been with Tapestry on having the same size. What I find with Tapestry is because you are carrying all the colours on every round, it does bunch and it does warp. Now, I made a conscious effort to not yank my yarn as hard as I was in previous goes, but it is looking more circular than square. It is laying flatter than it normally would, but it means you can see a lot more of the yarn carried through the lighter colours. That is an aspect of Tapestry that I really don't like. I just think, why are we carrying the yarn? Because in this instance, so I'll show you their version, or her version. The middle colour, which is so dark you can barely see it on camera, you have to carry it every round to not even use it again until this final corner. So you are carrying that yarn around and around and around and around and around until right at the very end. If you're looking to use up scraps or yarn that you're not particularly keen on, then this is the way to go because it'll eat up yarn quickly. If you are trying to be conservative with your yarn, do not do Tapestry Crochet because, like I said, you are carrying all of the colours all of the time. And we haven't found a system, or to be honest, we haven't even bothered trying to find a system where the yarns don't tangle among themselves, but there is a lot of holding it and trying to straighten out all the strands that you carry in, and a lot of, oh, the tangles are doing me in. It's not enjoyable for me, and Mike feels the same. We worked independently this time. We did it differently. Mike did it on his own. I did it on my own because we both had different schedules this week. And also, with the different techniques that we are finding in this book, I like to walk Mike through the first couple. We do it together just so that we both feel confident in what we're doing. And then if our schedules are slightly different, I know that he's done a couple, and in theory he should be able to at least have the basics to be getting a start. If he gets stuck, he can kind of like say, babe, what am I doing here? But to be honest, that didn't happen this time. He didn't ask me for help once. He cracked through it a lot quicker than I did. I think I am finding the frustration immense, and it's not making me want to do it, which is then in turn making me slow and making me resentful of making it, which is why I'm not just bashing it out. Mike really didn't want to do it. Mike doesn't enjoy it, but he's just like, the quicker I get it done, the quicker I can go on to something more important. So you actually did it in, was it 1 sit-in?
Mm-hmm.
Mine took 3 sit-ins, guys. That's how much I'm not enjoying it. I even took it up to bed and stayed up late trying to finish it off, and I just... Tell a lie, it was 2 sittings, but it was 3 different locations. It was down on the sofa, then I took it up to bed and stayed up late to try and finish it, and then the next day I did finish it. So it was 2 sittings, but 3 different starting on it and trying to get it done. I'm just really not enamoured. I'm finding it tedious, but I'm going to power through. And anyway, we're having a break for a minute anyway, so that'll all be good. So, their version, once again. Do you want to show them yours?
Pow, in your face green, but you can't really see it on
No.
camera. And yellow edges and a bit of blue and some cream.
It's not cream, it's the colour toy. It's like a flesh colour. But it's looking cream on camera. But every week I do take a picture of our tiles and put it on our community tab so that you can see the true representation of the colours, because our camera doesn't like showing colours accurately. And also, please do make sure after watching this video you check out my community tab. That was a nice little segue. Because we have a couple of lovely yarny friends who do not do content but are supporting us and doing this alongside us. And sometimes both of them have things to show on there, and sometimes, well, it's not sometimes, every week Josephine, without fail, sends in the tile that she has made for me to showcase on the community tab. And sometimes Tracy does. It just depends if Tracy's managed to squeeze it in, because she has a very busy life, which is completely understandable. So do check out to see which lovelies submitted something, and you will see a true representation of our colours. Now, are you ready for mine? Mine is oranges and yellows, and it's very much fire. Are you ready? It's like a sunburst, solar flare. I don't know.
Solar flare, yeah.
I mean,
supernova.
And there's the difference. There are two different oranges. Well, actually, the middle one's red, and then it's an orange, but they're so bright, they're just kind of like blending into one. So, like I said, if you want to see the true colours, look at the community tab photo. I really do like how it creates that colour work. Don't get me wrong. It is a valid technique, and it can create awesome effects. And from this distance, you cannot see the carried colours. But when you look up close, look at all those reds and oranges bleeding through my yellows. It's just messy and unnecessary in my opinion. But then I suppose it's a way of doing it without having a bazillion and one ends. Because if you're snipping off colours to do those stitches individually, you're going to have a lot of ends, guys. So I think to eliminate that problem, that is why you're continuously carrying them. But it just looks messy. And in some of Mike's cream, you can see his blue in particular, look, up close. But back here, it's not as obvious. So I suppose it's whatever look you're going for. And it does have its place. I'm glad someone invented it. I'm glad I've given it a go. But am I ever now going to choose a project that's tapestry? No. No. No, I'm not.
No inset mosaic.
And no tapestry.
No tapestry.
No.
No Hattie Risdale and no Katie Moore.
And just to add to that, no.
Oh, what was the other one?
No moss stitch corner to corner. No, thank you. So that just gives you a kind of little brief summary of some of the things we have really not enjoyed.
Go back and watch them.
Yeah, some of them are pretty entertaining. But like I said, search for the other lovelies and find some of the others, because their experience might be completely different. There is one yarny friend I'm thinking of in particular who lives in Australia. So if you're watching, hey! She really enjoys tapestry. And it's different strokes for different folks, guys, right? What one really enjoys, another might not. And it's not that we can't do it. It's just if we have a choice, we're not gonna. You know, and there are those things for every crafter.
Overlay mosaic on the other hand.
Yeah, Mike is loving that. I really don't like doing popcorns, bobbles, those kinds of stitches. Doesn't mean it's because I can't do them. I can do them perfectly fine. I just don't enjoy it. It's just not my thing. Mike's not bothered by a bobble or a popcorn. He just cracks on. Different strokes for different folks. So when we come bursting back, I think it's on the 4th of January. Let me just check my calendar here 1 second. Yes, it will be the 4th of January that Tile of the Week will resume. We will be coming back with Abstract Daisy, and the designer is Lynn Rowe. She is asking for just 2 colours. She used a sport weight, which is a 2 weight. That ain't gonna happen. And a 3.5mm hook. And it will look a little something like that, hopefully. But Mike has spotted something quite relevant. And that is, and I can't show the graph for very long, so you need to be looking at your screen to see what I'm about to say, because I do not want to get copyrighted for showing someone else's pattern for too long. We think there's a bit of the graph missing. Now, I haven't read through it. I haven't attempted it. I do not know. But there are blocks missing in this chart. Are you ready? You need to be paying attention or you'll blink and you'll miss it. 1, 2, 3. Where are those missing squares, guys? I don't know. And I'm scared because, yeah.
Me too, because I work off the graph.
Yeah. See, for me, the only way I've been able to do these is I read the written instructions, but I have to look at the graph because it's the graph that tells you the colour changes. They don't tell you the colour changes in the written instructions. So in order for me to get this lovely pattern, I am going to have to
She does.
read the instructions. Huh?
Lynn Rowe does.
Where? That's Lynn Rowe as well. No, she doesn't. So you have to read. I have to read the written instruction, but I'm after every instruction. So if it's like 2 single crochet, I'm then looking at the chart going, is that of the same colour, or do I have to do one of one colour and one of the other colour? That is again why it's so slow and tedious for me. I can't just whip it out. It's just, I don't know. It's not my bag, but we have got a little bit of a break now, so hopefully we will be able to come back to it in the new year with a clearer mind, because we've had a bit of a break. There will obviously be content on the couple of Thursdays that we're having a break, but it's not going to be Tile of the Week. We just need to take a breather, guys. It's a 2-year-long crochet along that wasn't meant to be a crochet along. It's a hard task. It's a lot of work. We need a break. Plus, we want to enjoy Christmas with our families. So, and I got the news yesterday that I am not working Christmas Day. I did last year. I don't have to this year. I do have to work Christmas Eve and I do have to work Boxing Day, which I know for you guys across the pond isn't even a holiday, but it is here in the UK, and I am working both days either side of Christmas Day, but it does mean that I get the whole of Christmas Day. Plus, the boys are with us this Christmas, so it is going to be lovely. So the last thing we want to be doing is fighting with Tile of the Week when we're supposed to be having quality family time, especially with all the new presents and gizmos and gadgets and things that we're going to have to be looking into probably, because we're at my parents' and I have no idea what my parents have got anyone, so there's always surprises up my mum's sleeve, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
So and I've got my 2 little, I call them my baby nephews. It's because they're younger than my children. They're 6 and nearly 2. So we've got littlies at Christmas again, which is going to be fabulous. So there's lots to look forward to. So I'm sorry, but Tile of the Week has taken a backseat, and I'm sure you can understand that. We'll come back with a bang in the new year, I promise you. So, considering this is the last one of the year, do you want to give them another blast of your famous singing?
Tile of the Week! Thursday!
There you go. And that will return as well in the new year. So like I said, go find out who else is joining in. Go check out the community tab, check out the photos, and tell Josephine and Tracy how wonderful their work is. Your love and support for them means the world to us as well, because they don't have to join in, they're just choosing to. For everyone who has joined in, either past, future or present, thank you for being just as crazy as what we are. We love and appreciate you so, so much. This has turned into something we never imagined when we first started this. It kind of snowballed and morphed on more than one occasion, but you guys absolutely love it, and that is what is going to make us carry on until we get it done. So thank you for your love of Tile of the Week, because you've probably got more love for it than Mike and I do, to be perfectly honest. But yes, still lots of content to come. We will still be doing Monday to Friday content and our Saturday lives when we can. Have we got any other business before we sign off? Come back tomorrow for Crochet Catch Up. We are planning to go live this Saturday as normal, straight after Granny D, 4 PM Eastern. Be lovely to have you round at our house and chill and crochet with us. I can't think of anything pressing I need to tell you. I'll probably click the camera off and go, oh. But then I can tell you tomorrow, right, in Crochet Catch Up. There is always the next video. So, on that note, until we see you tomorrow,
Stay safe.
be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around into streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you loads. Oh, and Merry flocking Christmas.
And a happy New Year.
Bye, guys. Love ya.